Hi, I'm Dr. Lisa Thompson of 𝗧𝗢𝗢𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗢𝗡𝗠, and I have a question for you. Are you struggling with building your email list because you're not tech savvy? Well, pay close attention because in this video, I'm going to share with you a very simple 3-step process to building your email list without even using a lead capture page. This is a great way for you to get started as you're learning those basic skills, learning with different lead capture page software. Now, the other night, I was on a training with a very good friend of mine, 𝗦𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 marketing genius. She makes 7 figures writing emails. Now, she started her home business in 1999. And when she started that, she was doing the old school way of marketing and meeting people, meeting them in the supermarket, meeting them in the mall, bringing her 2 young daughters with her. And it was becoming really time consuming. She was getting nowhere fast, and a lot of people were saying no to her. They didn't want to look at her product. They didn't want to look at her business. So in 2001, she learned about email marketing. And she started to use that in 2001, and she started building an email list. This is right when the internet was just getting started. This was even before social media. And she started building that list, and she grew a loyal following. So what happened is 10 years later, she joins an affiliate program, and in writing a couple emails over one weekend, enrolled over 103 people. So how did she do it? Well, she is not tech savvy in any way or sort. She calls herself the digital dingbat. So she shared this simple 3-step process that I'm going to share with you. Okay? And this is a really great way to, build your list up again, or starting a list from scratch. So the first step, you've got to make sure you have an autoresponder. If you don't know what an autoresponder is a service where it hosts your email contacts. Okay, it's a database of email contacts. And what it allows you to do is that you can write an email, you can upload it to the autoresponder, and the autoresponder will send that email to everyone on your list at a time you choose. So instead of you sitting there and following up with people one-on-one, taking the time to write that same email and sending it to the same, spending all that time doing it one by one, you do it once and it's uploaded. And when anyone gets added to the list, they're going to get that email no matter what. Very powerful. Okay. So the 3 big autoresponders are Aweber, GetResponse, and MailChimp. Aweber is the industry standard. I use Aweber because Aweber has the best customer service, and it's the easiest platform to use. Now, so you have to get the autoresponder. Now, you set that up, and it's very easy to set up an autoresponder. Okay, to get your first list set up. What you can do, you can follow some of my videos here on my YouTube channel, or you can do a Google search, and you can set up this email list very easily. Okay. Second step, after you set up your autoresponder, is you're going to start inviting people and adding them to your list. How do you do that? Well, instead of going out on social media and you are prospecting people to your business, this was the money thing that made Diane rich. She prospected to her list. Okay? Prospect your list, not your business opportunity or product. Okay? So the way you do that, okay, is let's say you are we're going to do an example here of weight loss. You are in the health and wellness business and you're promoting your weight loss opportunity, weight loss products. So you're talking to people. You're looking at their profile. You're finding out what their biggest pain points are. And if you notice that some of these audience, they're talking about their struggle with losing weight, you can say, hey, You know, I have a great newsletter where I share some really great tips and strategies on how to lose weight without sugar crashes or feeling hungry. Are you open to getting on my list? Are you open to having me add you to my list with your permission? Most people are going to say yes to that over, a business opportunity or a product pitch. And they'll say yes. And then you say, great, what's your email address? What's your best email address? They're going to give you your email address. Then you can manually add them to your autoresponder. Okay? So that's step 3. You're going to manually add them to your autoresponder. So the way you're going to add them to your autoresponder, there's 2 ways. One way, you can go right into the autoresponder back office, in your back office of your autoresponder. They usually will have for your list, they'll say they have a feature for saying adding manual subscribers manually, and you put in their email address. That's it. The other way you can do it, Aweber, I know for sure, has an app. Okay? You can get an app from, download the app from Aweber, and then what you do is then you can type in the email address onto this app here. So if you're on your phone, and someone messages you, via Facebook Messenger or Instagram Messenger or Twitter direct message, you can add that right from your phone. That's how easy that is. That's the simple 3-step process. And then, when people say yes to getting on your list, that is permission-based marketing. And permission-based marketing means that they are saying, yes, you can follow up with me. Now, guess what you do? You start writing emails that are not necessarily all product promotion, but you're going to serve your audience. You're going to share tips and strategies. You're going to share, YouTube videos you found on different types of exercises or recipes or podcasts. You're going to know your audience so well that you're going to be sending them valuable information. And they're going to love you for it. People are pressed for time. They don't have the time to do all that research. So if you're doing the research for them and you're sharing this information, then when it comes time and you say, hey, I got this great product, I've been using it, and I've been getting great results. Guess what? They're going to see you as a friend with a recommendation. Okay? How many times were you ever hanging out with friends and your friends talked about a great movie, a great book they saw, they're reading that they got from Amazon, a podcast they listened to, a restaurant they went to, a health club they went to, and they were raving about it? Did you go check it out? Maybe you purchased something? Absolutely. See, that's what happens here when you're following up with people. There's intimacy. And Diane gave some really great numbers during this. If you went out, right now we're about 100, we're coming up here with 120 days left in 2021. What if you prospected 2 people? You invited 2 people a day to your email newsletter. By the end of the year, you have 240 people you're talking to that want to learn more about what you do and the tips you provide. Now here's another cool part. What if you did 10? That is 1,200 people. That is the power of having an email list. It is your number 1 asset. Nobody can take it away from you. So if social media gets shut down, you've got a list that will pay you. It's your home business insurance policy. Diane was recently hospitalized with COVID in the ICU. And despite being in the ICU, she wrote up 1 email and she wound up getting paid. That's the power of an email list. And here's the crazy thing too. She wrote an email to her list telling her what was going on with her. And she said, in just kind of an offhand way, hey, if you want to send me some cards, here's my hospital room. She's been out of the hospital for 2 weeks, and the hospital keeps calling her, telling her, we've got mail for you. And she's getting stacks of mail from people, from her list, sending her stuff. That's the power of email. So that's the 3 simple steps. Now, you want to use social media to build your audience and then move your followers to your email list, doing that invite that I just shared with you. But eventually, you're going to want to automate the process by learning how to use lead capture pages. So instead of waiting and trying to learn and get the lead capture page down before you start building a list, start building your list doing the 3-step method I shared with you here. Then you can go forward, and then while you're learning how to build your lead capture page, then once that's ready to go, now you have something that you can add to it. But you're going to have a great skill of people you're already talking to. So there you have it. I hope you got value today. If you did, let me know in the comments section. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button, and then click on the bell that you see to let you know when my next video is coming out. And if you would like additional resources, you want to get on my newsletter, all you need to do is go to meetdrlisa.com/newsletter. meetdrlisa.com/newsletter. You can get on my newsletter where I will share with you some additional tips and strategies of how you can build your business working only part-time. These were the strategies that I use that helped me pay off my medical bills when I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.